Hey YouTube, so I'm about to stretch my ears from an 8 gauge to a 6 gauge. So yeah, so I just finished cleaning off the taper and the plugs, the steel tapers and plugs, with an alcohol swab. You know, let it air dry or whatever. And I'm going to be using holy butter to stretch. I'm not too sure if you can see because, yeah. Alrighty. And it's a slide one, so that's what it looks like. So here we go. So first I'm going to take out my plug, my 8 gauge plug. Okay, so here's what my hole looks like. And this was my glass 8 gauge tunnel. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lather up the taper. So nervous, it's my first stretch on my own. I'm lathering it up. I just left the O-ring at the top just so it wouldn't slide all the way through my ear. Because that would be very unfortunate, because I just feel like it would just come out or something. And I'm going to get my ear, get it real good. I'm so nervous. If you haven't watched my previous episode, I basically stated how for my first 2 stretches, my first stretch being a 10 to 12 gauge of glass, so it was kind of like a meter or so off, and my 8 gauge were done in a tattoo shop. So this will be my first time stretching on my own. And here I am. Here it goes nothing. Oh God, it stings a little bit. I'm so excited. I got it in. So now all I have to do is follow it with the tunnel, which I heard is the hardest part, matching it. No. Yep. Here it goes, about to slide out. Okay, I got it. I don't know why I can't match it up. Maybe I'll just take it out and put it in. Nope, I'm gonna have to do it again. Sorry guys. That wasn't so bad. My ears are so tiny. I think I got it matched up, I think. It won't go in. Oh my gosh. Alright, now I'm starting to feel sore because I'm doing this over and over again. Okay, I'm just going to let that sit. You know what? I'll come back and show you when I get it. So here we go again for round 2. I'm going to do the second ear. Same thing. You see, I actually got it in. After like 5 minutes. Jeez. Got it in. It looks awesome. I'm so happy. So once again, taking the holy butter, lathering it up. Man, I'm like digging a hole in my holy butter. So I'm gonna get my ear and get it really good. Hopefully I can get it in better this time. I'm so clumsy. Okay. So slow. Maybe needs a little bit more lube. Lube. Okay. I feel like everyone has a troubled ear, and I feel like this is going to be mine. I don't know. I didn't know which one was mine because, like I said, this is my first time doing it, so. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, that one kind of hurt. I don't know if you can see. Okay. Got it in. God, it stings. I think this one stung a little bit more just because it was being a little difficult. So I'm going to try this one more time on this side. Sorry if I'm like going out of frame. I'm kind of trying to look in the mirror. How I got this one in, I use like the magnifying side of my mirror. And yeah. This is harder, I see, on this ear. In fact, maybe I should face this way, sorry. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see I'm out of frame or not. So what I did to the other ear is I took my metal flush tunnel single flare, and I am putting it on the head of the taper and trying to guide it. I'm going to guide it once I figure it out. Okay, that feels like it's lined. It wasn't. Oh, maybe it was. It like tightened up on me. Like tightened in there. Here we go again. Once again. Gosh, it's like a process. Okay. Also, I heard it's like pretty good to like use stainless steel to stretch with. And what you're putting in it, I heard like it's bad to use like acrylic or silicone, and I've seen a lot of like bad stories with that. I don't know why it's taking me so long to get this in. I feel like I do it better when I'm off camera. Jeez, it's just a lining up process, because I researched the concave tunnels after I got these, and it seems like the concave would be better to slide it in. So I don't know if I'm going to get this on camera. It might take me a while. I might have to like edit this or something, because it's looking like it's going to take me a second. Okay, so what I did, I got both of them in at this point, and I'm going to demonstrate it as well, just because I know that I have to like go back in and try, which will probably happen to another person as well. So I definitely have a bad ear, and it's going to be this one right here. I can truthfully say that. If I didn't have the magnifying side of my mirror, it would have been a problem. But I think I was just so concentrating on like making sure that it got on film that, you know, I think I just need practice with it. I think that's kind of why I was like having extra trouble, because as soon as I got off of this and I put it in, like it didn't even take that long. But what I did is I'm going to demonstrate with another set, which is the 4 gauge, just to show you what it's going to look like if you try it and you have like the same set as me, which is just the steel taper and steel flush tunnel single flared or double flared. Oh no, double flared is not good actually. Just doing single flared is best, or so I've read. And actually, no, I asked someone, they said that too. But mine is the one that has the grooves in it at the back for the O-ring. So what I did was, as I showed you, I lubed up the taper and lubed up my ear, and pushed the taper all the way through till it got to the O-ring, took the O-ring off, and then took a flush tunnel. And what I did is I put the tunnel on top of, or line it up on top of the taper like this. It gets tricky because you know, like I stated, the concave tape I heard is better just because like you can fit this into it and then slide it all through and then just take off the taper. But I found that out later. But if you have this set, this is what you're going to do. Line it up, push it through, and then once you, take off this O-ring before you line it up. Line it up, push it through, and then wow, my hands are oily from that holy butter. But it did work wonders, so can't complain too much, right? And then just pop on the O-ring, and actually goes on fairly well, so you won't have to worry too much about that. But that's basically what I did. If anyone has questions, especially someone who's also a first-timer trying it, and they just need help on what they can do, or, you know, I've researched a lot too, so obviously, yeah. But I'm happy that I bought the kit and I'm doing it on my own because it saves a lot of money. Granted, it's only $5 for me, like, to go somewhere and stretch it. But to buy the jewelry, like my 8 gauge. Now this is the 6 gauge. But just buying this little piece of jewelry was like $24, and that alone was just way too much for me. Yeah, but I think just buying that kit, and the kit was only, I want to say, about $12 or $13 on eBay. So it really, you know, it's way better. And so I'm very happy with my results, and I will continue to stretch until I get to my goal size. I talked to my best friend, and my best friend said that I should stop at a 2 because my ears are pretty small, as you can see. And she's like, oh, it's really, she's like, your ear's really small, and that 2 looks, you know, fairly decent. And I was thinking the same thing when I looked in the mirror myself and put them like to my ear, because the last video I said I might go to 0 because I like the fact that it's a bigger hole, but I didn't really take into account the size of my ear. So looking in the mirror with it, I can see why, but who knows, you never know. And I heard it's very addicting, so we will see. Yep, so that's all that I did. Once again, I stretched from 8 gauge to a 6 gauge. This is what it looks like, and I'm happy. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to comment down below.